Bam, back again. What's up, everybody? Carolina Keith, $25 studio. Let's talk a little bit about bot trading with Mizar and Blockparty. All right, word of caution here. There's a current craze going on involving bots. Oh, if you just invest in our bot, then we can make you tons of money. And I want to pause everybody for a moment. This particular stuff that I'm about to go over is 100% in control by you, all of your money, your exchange, your decisions on your money. It's not giving anyone money to do anything. You're simply going to create an API key from your exchange of your choice. You're going to connect that in. Once you get it connected in, you load up some money and you click go. It's not as complicated as you may think. There are a couple caveats, and I want to go over those caveats with you now. All right, a little background music because I get tired of the stale videos with no music in the background. I know it sometimes gives people sensory issues, and I understand that, but I think we'll all be okay. Anyway, this needs to only be used in a sideways or up market, in a bullish market. In a bear market, I just don't fully trust this. I don't think there's a clean, clear-cut way to make this thing work exceptionally well in a bear market. I understand that if you look up the details on what I'm going to tell you, they'll tell you that it will work for a bear market. That's up for you to play. I'm only going to use these in sideways or somewhat up markets because there's money to be made there. They are DCA bots, meaning they dollar cost average to bring the cost down short term, in an effort to make you a return. All right, I'll go over all the details with you now and kind of explain it to you one by one. All right, so switch screens here. The first thing you're going to need is an exchange that will work with this. Everyone seems to have a hard time understanding this part, so I'm going to break it down step by step. I've got my KuCoin account pulled up here. I'm going to be creating a sub account for my KuCoin to connect my bot to the platform to make it work. I'm going to show you step by step how to do that now. Also, here's the Mizar website. It's mizar.ai. It's pretty cool. It's a different type of software than 3commas, which is where a lot of bots run. This will run on 3commas as well. Mizar does it by percentage. I'll explain that as well. I have links for all this in the bottom of the video down there so that you can figure out exactly what I'm doing step by step. Have all the appropriate links. So, first things first, let's connect our KuCoin account up with a sub account. All right. So we'll click on our profile here and we'll go to sub account. Let me move my camera out of the way so you can see it right here. If I click on my name up here, didn't mean to do that. Did it again. Sub account right there. I'm going to click sub account. This will kick me over to another page with some robot ones right there. I'm not going to use those. I'm going to make my own here. Turn my camera back on so you can see me there. Bam. So you'll see down here that I have a few. Okay, cool. No problem. Let's create another one. Create a sub account. I'm going to erase all this information. So it's going to be useless to you if you try to copy this and do something with my money or whatever. I'm going to delete all this so it doesn't matter. You're going to have to do this on your own. Either way, create a sub account name. Name this something catchy so that you remember it, okay? Sub account name. Let's name it MizarBot. Fair enough. Let's give it a password. Not going to show you that. Remarks. Let's do DCA bot. Okay, and save. Must not contain letters or numbers, can only contain letters and numbers, no spaces. So let's just do Mizar bot with no space. Sub account created successfully. Let's click on it. Right here is view. I have no money in here. It won't work. Okay, you're not going to get anything. Create an API. So I'm going to create an API. API name. Let's do this also. Mizar bot. All right. Passphrase. Create a passphrase. All right. Cool. I've created a passphrase. Trade. I'm going to select this. I want it to trade for me. no. Not only trusted AP. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do no. You can do yes if you'd like to and make it only this IP address on your PC that runs it. And that's fine. You can do that as well. For the example, I'm not doing that. Click next. I'm not a robot. Hey, look, a CAPTCHA. Bridges. Yeah, there's bridges right there. All right. I got to put my two-factor authentication stuff in. I'm going to walk you through doing that. I'm doing it all live here just so you can see exactly how this works. All right. Okay, fixed it. Took a moment, but put in my trading password, etc. This gives us our API key information. I'm going to pull up my notepad so I can put all this stuff on the notepad and not lose it for a moment till I can get done with what I need to get done here. Here's my notepad. Here's my key number. Copy. Go to keypad. Key number. And paste. Secret password. Obviously, this is for going into the API so it can adapt and connect to it. Copy. Once you click off of this screen, you won't be able to see it anymore. And that's why I say do this so you can get your stuff connected. And if you don't, you're going to have to go through and do it again. That's going to frustrate you. Okay. Confirm. Cool. I've got an API created. This is only for spot, not futures. Do not try it with futures. It won't work. Only do it for spot. Now let's jump over to Mizar and connect it. All right. So here's Mizar. I've already got an exchange connected, which is my KuCoin account that I've already created for this. I created a separate sub account already and I already have bots running, as you see in the background here. Cool. So how do you connect it? Well, you go to exchanges. Add exchange right here in the corner. KuCoin spot. That's what we got. Click next. New API key. Let's call it. It was Mizar bot, right? Public API. Oh. Let's pull up my notepad here. Right there. Copy. Paste. Password. Copy. Paste. Passphrase. Give it a bit. It'll connect. Connection successful. Done. Guess what? It's that simple. Your KuCoin sub account is now connected to your Mizar trading platform. All right, next, I've went back to the Mizar page. Nothing's changed from where we did this a moment ago. If you look in the top right corner, after you create your own Mizar account and stuff, the way they get paid is in BUSD, which is a stable coin that runs on the Binance chain. You can get that on KuCoin and you can send that to this wallet, and that's how they get their fees out. It's 10% of every profit they get. Whether that's $100 or a penny, doesn't matter. They get 10%. So click up here, excuse me, go to wallet, and you can withdraw or deposit BUSD right here. Be careful that you use the correct network when you do this. You transfer money into here, and as you see, they take their percent. That's $1, 5 cents, 11 cents, 87 cents, $1.19. I'm sorry, 19 cents, 7 cents, 25 cents, right? This is how they get paid, folks. This is how they make their money, okay? They're running the bot in the background for you using their proprietary software on this platform, and they make percentage off of what you make. That's how they make their money, okay? Make sure you have money in here. If you don't, the bot will not work. They will not run this for free. You cannot make any money until you deposit in here. All right, cool. I'm on my exchanges page. I have a couple different ones connected. I've got a MXC count connected. I've got my regular KuCoin bot running that's actually running right now. And I've got this Mizar bot with nothing in it. right? How do we run this? How do we start it? Well, that's a very easy thing to do. As you see, I have no money in here. It says 0, okay? So there's no money. I need to pick a strategy to run. I click on strategies under marketplace. There's a few different ones. Your choice on this, but I'm going to show you the Blockparty Plus setup by Blockparty Trading. Blockparty Plus right here. You click invest. Select your key. Mizar bot. We just picked that one. Remember, we just created that. Set up your investment. This is where we're going to do advanced mode. Base order size, kind of up to you here. We've found pretty good success with $50. $50 per order. And the way this works is 60% of the money allocated to each trade is on the base order. All right. So 60% would be 50 bucks. They can add another 40% to it. It'll dollar cost average twice. In those 2 DCAs, it fully wraps up all the money that it will do per one trade. So that's what, 90 or 100 bucks, right? About $90. So it'd be 60, 75, and then 15, right? 60, 15, 50, 25, 15, 50, 25, 15. And that'll be all the money that goes into that particular trade. At that point, it's in it, and it's going to stay in it until it makes profit. What level profit does it try to take? 3% per trade is what it tries to make. All right. It's based on high time frame, high frequency, low time frame, high frequency trading. It's pretty darn cool. Either way, whenever you get your money in here, you're going to have to decide what your base order size is and the number of positions. Match the number of positions to the base size depending on how much money you have. All right. I'm going to show you my setup on the other one so you can see it. And I'll show you mine running, okay? This website is a little slow. It's not super hyper duper fast, but it works. Right here's my particular bot running. I'm going to move my camera out of the way here. Right here you go. You got my KuCoin bot running. I have $2,251 in here, right? Cool. It's running and doing its thing. I've made $300 profit so far. Let's click on the settings. Let's go look. It even says status active right there. Okay, cool. Let's go to view the strategy, and it'll show you the trades that I'm currently in and how they work. Here's the performance, whatever. It just gives you a breakdown of the pairs it can trade, that it is trading. The bot is running in a healthy mode. It tells you the performance fee is 10%, right? Days of activity, 31, right? Let's go to open positions up here. And these are all the trades that I'm in at the moment. All right. I'm in 14 trades for $720. Those 14 trades, as you see, this one is down $4. This one's down $2. This one's down 11 cents, so forth and so on. Hey, look, this one's up 6 cents. That's kind of the way this works, okay? It's going to buy, and if the price goes down, it will dollar cost average and add to it. As you see, this is only one order a piece. It's only bought once. It's only bought once. All right. No safety order hits. That's what the dollar cost average is called, a safety order. Now, this AMP trade right here has hit one safety order. Do you see that? Cool. It's hit 1 out of 2 safety orders. It can dollar cost average one more time. A couple of them have. This one has. This one has. This XMR trade has. Litecoin trade right here. Furthermore, I'm going to move the camera off again. You'll see that some of these trades have been going for a while, haven't they? 7/30/2022. That's July 30th. Right now it's August 12th. So that trade's been going for almost 2 weeks now. Welcome to bots, okay? If they're going to get stuck, this is how it works. It will stay in until it makes a profit. It has no emotions. And as I said, the more bullish the charts are, the better this bot's going to perform. It wants the bullishness and the sideways volatility to dollar cost average and snap up and get those profits real quick. It can't work as well in a bear market if you ask me. I've ran this bot previously last year. I made really good money, and then I lost a lot of money because the bear market hit, right? So I've learned what does and doesn't work. I bid on it, and I don't want you to fall for a sales gimmick. So either way, that's our open positions. Here's our closed positions. These are all the trades it's made, and there are 25 trades of this, 25 pages of this, right? All 3% profits. Slow website. All 3% profits everywhere across the board, 3% profits. So let's go back to performance here. I'm going to click on my bot again, except I'm going to click the little gear this time right here on the right. Edit your investment, it says. Okay. So as you see, I have $2,251 allocated. I've got my base order size set at $65, and I set 14 pairs. If you do the math, that's $963, I believe. Not exactly sure on the math on that, but it's pretty close. The numbers are going to be somewhere around in there. Not the point. More so the main point is I don't want to make a base order size that's too huge, that makes too big of a move too fast. I want this base order size to be nominal. I've tried a few different ones. I'm trying 65 now. I started on 30, then 47, then 50, then 25. I've bounced around a few different ones. That's really going to be up to you on what you want the base order size to be, but don't go stupid with it here. Don't go crazy and do anything that's outlandish. I don't think that's wise. So I'm not going to change any of this. I'm going to leave it like it was. It says, obviously, the max assets is greater than your available assets. I get it. It's fine. I'm tinkering with it, trying different stuff. I only want it to take 14 positions max for me right now. I don't want it to do 30 or 40 or 50 trades. So that's the way I've got it set. I've got it done that way on purpose. It's running. It's fine. That's it. There's not much else to it. Once you've done this and you've uploaded your money into your wallet here, okay, you can even watch the fee manager to see how much they take. All right. There you go. It's a monthly. This month, it's been 12 days. They've taken $7. Okay. I've made $70 this month behind the camera right there. Cool. Cool. Right. No big deal. It works. It's a slow mover. This is the way passive income has been made for a really, really, really long time. There's not too much else to it. When you want to take your money out, that's all done on KuCoin. It's not done here. Let me emphasize this real quick. This is your money. You can stop this whenever you want to stop it. You can take the money out of the sub account and put it somewhere else whenever you want to. That's 100% up to you. You control every dollar of this. Like I said, you can run this on 3 commas. If you're going to invest a bunch of money, I don't advise you to do that. But if you're going to invest a bunch of money, it's actually $30 a month on 3 commas to run this software instead of 10% profits. If you put $100,000 in here, you're going to make more than $30 a month. All right. If that's the case, you may not want to do 10% of that profits. You may want to only give them $30 a month. And that's done on 3 commas. The software is the same for the bot. Either way, it doesn't matter. It still buys and sells and does base orders and dollar cost average orders the same way. Either way, it's really cool. I've been running these for a while now. This one seems pretty consistent. Again, given that this is an up or sideways market, I don't trust this in a bear market. So people have asked me how much money it makes. Last month, I made about 12%. No, it was about 14%. I'm sorry. Some people have made a little more by changing their base order sizes and changing the amount it buys in each time. You can change the aggressiveness or lower the aggressiveness based on what you want to do. I'm just going to warn you, we are in the middle of a bear market right now. I would be careful. I wouldn't do anything stupid and be a degenerate here. Be smart with your money, okay? I made $270 last month on 2,000. Worked pretty well, right? Cool. Been happy with it. That was after fees. I actually made more than that, but then they took their percent, right? So use that information for what you will. All right. I'll have the link to Mizar at the bottom. I'll have a link to KuCoin at the bottom. I'm deleting all my stuff now, so you won't be able to see my stuff on there anymore, and I'll make sure I conveniently edit it out in the video so that you can't really see what's what. It doesn't matter. Like I said, the key's going away. You're not gonna be able to see it. Either way, thank you for all watching. If you need any help, the link to our Discord will be down there on the bottom as well. We have a bot section for our members. You can go in there and ask questions if you need to ask questions. All the information will be there. Thank you all for watching. Best of luck. See y'all in the next video. Peace.